Ladies and gentlemen, rugby fans, welcome to the MIAA Girls State Rugby Final being played between your Belmont Marauders and Lincoln Sudbury. Two very, very tough, very talented, very tenacious teams playing today for the state title. Belmont Marauders on your right-hand side in white and blue, and Lincoln Sudbury in blue and red, moving left to right. It's a beautiful day at Curry College in Milton, Massachusetts. I'm Peter Rosenmeier, and I'm here with my colleague, David Hamer.
Hello, everybody. Great afternoon, Peter.
Beautiful
Lovely
afternoon.
weather, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. A bit warm for some of the players, considering the season we've had.
Indeed, training in the cold rain all spring, and
Just
here we
waiting for
are
this.
in the summer sunshine. And here's
Hopefully
the
they'll make the
kickoff.
most of it. So Hannah with the kick. Nice kick.
High kick, Belmont up under it. Oh, misplayed by Lincoln Sudbury. They'll play the advantage here. And a knock-on called. It'll be scrum to Belmont at the 34-yard line, playing in.
So Peter, talking about the, we've spoken about kickoffs before, but there, Hannah, excellent. Just only has to go to 10 meters, up in the air, put some pressure under the player, and now Belmont have got the knock-on and then the scrummage.
Oh, Belmont getting driven back, but wins the hook, and the ball comes out in their favor, spinning the ball out wide. Well tackled there.
Went backwards. If I was the referee, yes.
Yep. Handled there.
That's already Heather in the centre's taken the ball in a couple of times. Recycling has been a feature of the Belmont team this year, as it ever is.
Yes, spinning the ball out quickly to their back line. So talented. There they come. And down the sideline.
Anna.
Belmont
Great
strong
taking the
ahead
ball
into
in.
contact. Well rucked and quickly out. Blown dead there because of a mishandle. And a knock forward. So we'll play scrum to Lincoln Sudbury.
So Belmont able to recycle the ball, go through 5 or 6 phases there. Lincoln Sudbury, though, showing their colours already, very keen in defence, up very quickly.
Up very quickly. Great line speed by Lincoln Sudbury.
Belmont not really making any yardage forward at the moment, so they'll be pleased with the start, however, recycling. Lincoln Sudbury with the put-in.
And they win the ball and the drive. Spin it out to their number 10, Emma Spector. Takes the ball out, tackled there. Well by Belmont. Big forward crashing it ahead. And again, breaking the line.
I know we're going to talk about when these two teams played before. I think that was a feature in those games. Lincoln Sudbury with the forward play. Good recycling there from Lincoln Sudbury. Again, up the middle.
Good tackle by
Good
Heather
tackle.
Sorensen for Belmont. And
So Lincoln with these attacks able to nudge forward. Certainly a little bit of momentum going forward. Nicely
nice
over there by
offload.
Belmont. That's
Yes,
great ruck.
great ruck.
It's got to be a
Good
penalty,
counter.
yes. Okay,
And
so the referee, so there,
Well done.
Belmont definitely been working on that, I think, in practices.
And the
So
number 10, Gabby Bialy, with the kick to touch. And it'll be Belmont line out at about the 35.
So all the play within Lincoln Sudbury's 35 to the halfway line at the moment so far. But we've got a clock here today, yes. Looks like we've only played 3 minutes. I didn't see. Is it still 35 minutes? I didn't.
Started late.
Clock started a little bit late, so we'll have a half that will either get called a little short or we'll play a little long.
Belmont with the throw.
Beautiful line out. Taken at the top there by number 8, Samantha Dignan. Sam.
So the referee judging
Well, poached there by Lincoln Sudbury.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was within the rules, but
yeah, I would agree.
The referee didn't see it.
Didn't call it, so we play on. Oh, met well there by Belmont.
Okay. I think crossing there, so I think, yeah, I think scrummage, so a forward pass in actual fact. So just in the little handoff there, the ref able to see that that ball went forward. So scrummage in the middle of the park to Belmont.
Very hot down there in that scrum. Front row for Belmont, Samantha Fogel, Rebecca Anderson, and Grace Christensen providing the platform. And we'll get to the rest later. Belmont wins that ball clean.
Penalty to Belmont there.
They're going to play the advantage here. High kick, run on by Belmont.
Ref
and
coming
the ref
back.
calls it back. Yeah. Offsides. So Belmont penalty.
Not just offside there, Peter, but actually managed to tackle the
Yeah,
person without the ball as well.
And again.
So that's a good kick by Gabby to the...
Nice crowd here today at Curry College for the girls' final. Several hundred people in attendance here. Stands really quite full at this point.
And getting fuller.
Yeah.
That wasn't straight. So
that ball has to come in straight right down in between the two lines in the line out, and it'll be Lincoln Sudbury choice, and they go with the scrum down.
Lincoln Sudbury look pretty strong in the scrum so far. A good platform. So looking at the rest of the Belmont pack, Peter already mentioned the front row. Maddie and Johanna provide some of the power in the second rows. Natalie Hill, Amanda and Sam in the back row.
There's the ball out to LS.
Nice
and
kick
a kick
there from the number 10. Someone's got to put their hand
on some space, and Gabby cleans beautifully. Tracked that ball well, and Belmont wins the ruck, spins it out. Becca Anderson hard into contact. Nice groundwork there. And again, the ball comes out to the Belmont backs who have some space.
Nice move.
Nice move. Beautiful stiff arm.
That's
Amanda Hanley with a beautiful run there.
Great run. You can't do that. So it's already a few...
tap and go. Gabby quickly with the ball. Moves it ahead.
And
Belmont wins the ruck right at the goal line.
Your pitches may not be seeing this. Believe it or not, we can't see very much either at the moment. Eliza Campbell there with a run darting at the line.
And I think that was Eliza.
Yeah, Eliza Campbell. I'm pretty sure is going to come up with the
Eliza Campbell puts the first points on the board for the Belmont Marauders. Beautiful run down the sideline by Amanda Hanley. Really set up that the set of phases that ended up scoring the try there.
Absolutely. All started there with Gabby Viali actually handing the ball off, which Belmont don't classically do. Sometimes we're conscious to make sure we get the ball back each time, and those balls are sometimes risky. They can go to the ground or go to the opposition, but she trusted herself then. Amanda with a great run, 20 yards, and then eventually pressure counted in the corner. Tough kick here. Johanna, we've seen her kick some fantastic kicks this season. And
This
this
is up,
one
and
is
it's
just
it hits the left post and goes off.
Wow.
David. The score will stay at 5-0 again in rugby. 5 points for the try and 2 for the conversion, and just missing the extra points on a very difficult kick.
Very difficult, exactly. If
Side of the field.
anybody who has kicked before, if you hit the post from that distance, you're in for a good afternoon, hopefully.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay, Lincoln Sudbury with the kick. Nicely
Handled
taken by
cleanly.
Claire Martin.
Claire up.
To Natalie Hill.
And well rucked there by Belmont. Up to Grace. LS meets well. Counter rucks.
Counter rucks well. You can't do that.
And the hands are in the ruck by Belmont, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, penalty to LS.
That was a little too tempting. Nearly anybody would have done that. The ball was there for the taking, seemingly. Gabby took the bait, and now it's a penalty to Lincoln Sudbury.
And they're going to kick for touch, so on the penalty, they get to kick it out of bounds, and it'll be their line out where the ball goes out, if it goes out, and this one is in. Picked up by Liza. Runs strong. Rucked well by Belmont.
Nice.
Out to Maddie. Good phase. And Gabby with a nice kick into space. Good chase by Belmont.
Oh, all our players are offside there. All of Lincoln Sudbury are offside. So, again, a tempting play, particularly in the final. That kicker was the very last player for Lincoln Sudbury. So technically, before anybody could get that ball from Lincoln Sudbury, every player had to be behind the kicker. The kicker had been tackled as well, which made it doubly worse. But in the meantime, rush of blood, go for the ball, and unfortunately the penalty. So Belmont, Gabby kicking again. I realise there is some wind here actually. So I
Little
think,
breeze coming right at us.
Yeah.
Moving across the field, but nothing too consequential.
So Belmont here with a short line out, just 4 in the line out.
We mentioned the forward, so let's mention the back line for Belmont. Sadie Cabral at 9, Gabby Bialy at 10, Anna O'Terry at 11, Heather Sorensen at 12, Hannah Lodiak at 13, and Eliza Campbell at 14, and of course Claire Martin at 15. Belmont line, a little grub kick through. Beautiful kick. Putting good pressure on LS.
Good tackle. Yes, right.
Beautiful pressure by Belmont. Wonderful grub kick. Followed beautifully. And into the try. Well,
that is great weighted kick through there by Gabby Viali. 4 players obviously knew what was coming. 4 players from Belmont following up.
Streaking down. Beautiful.
Fair play to the fullback. She probably hasn't yet encountered all that many grubber kicks through. That's the official name for what we just saw. Great follow-up by Belmont, and there was really no going back. As soon as you're tackled that close to the line, you just be quiet. Johanna here, we saw this kick earlier, now a little bit closer.
And off to the left. What a beautiful try by Belmont.
Don't you just want Johanna to take just a little bit longer with those kicks?
Yes. So we're about 13 minutes in to the state girls final in rugby. And the score is Belmont 10, Lincoln Sudbury
0.
Nothing.
So Lincoln Sudbury not actually, apart from that one penalty perhaps in Belmont's half, but the kick not going to touch, which really started this off.
Good body position on the ground, well rucked by Belmont.
Great flat ball there. We saw that, everybody at home. The camera angle is fine, but stolen, ripped by Lincoln Sudbury. Good. Lincoln Sudbury with a chance to send some of their bigger players up the middle again.
They love to crash that ball through, and they do effectively.
But Belmont
stripped it and won. Rucked well by Belmont.
Belmont actually with the advantage, remember. That ball went forward when it was ripped out. Number 8, Sam Dignan, picking up and running. Referee still playing advantage.
Beautiful opportunity here.
Okay, no advantage coming from that, according to the ref. So scrummage back. Great to see two teams as evenly matched as this, Peter.
It really is. So exciting for rugby in general to have this caliber of play, this level of rugby intelligence there. The ball's lost by Belmont.
But a player is
picked up by Lincoln Sudbury, brought into contact. Pick and go off the ruck by LS, who has a little bit of a maul going here.
I think that's a maul going
yep.
there, you know.
Belmont stopping the maul, coming off the back. And Lincoln Sudbury continuing in close play to drive the ball forward into Belmont territory.
Sadie Cabral holding them up there. Nice, he stepped over. That was great play. Pretty instinctive rugby playing.
Maddie understood that the ruck hadn't formed, and that ball was free for the taking. Oh, thrown away there. And into touch. Too bad. Nice opportunity by Belmont. Beautiful awareness.
Yeah, it looked like Lincoln Sudbury just run out of players there to throw at these continuous rucks.
And we'll have a line out to LS. Looks like they're going to go with a 5-man line at this point. The ball's in and taken well. Nice lift. Belmont up. Line is up. Good pressure. And Ellis with the ball out wide to the 11. Finds the corner.
Anna. Good tackle there. I think we've seen that play before.
Number 11, Christelle Saint Louis.
I think I might remember her from seasons gone.
Yes.
Electric pace. But holding on in the ruck though, she was a little isolated there. Probably held on to that ball a little too long for the referee. Gabby's kicking is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
So the runner, once tackled, has to release the ball, and if the support's not there, they try to play it for a few extra seconds, but it looked like she got caught there.
Try to make it look like someone else is holding the ball at you. If you were that way inclined, of course. So Belmont, familiar territory on about the 40-yard line for. That didn't look very straight, but luckily, actually, Lincoln Sudbury got a hand on that.
Yes, and Lincoln Sudbury steals that ball. Ball comes out, a little bit sloppy. But again, Christelle with the ball for Lincoln Sudbury breaks the tackle. Chased by Maddie. Not going to be caught.
No.
Scores the try. Right in between the uprights.
That was a great score. So we think that was probably number 4. We know it's number 14. But today that was Suli.
Oh, was it?
I think so. It's number 14. So, folks, we're going off the program here. So if you're Lincoln
I thought it was the number. Oh, it was the number 14. I'm sorry, I misread the number. Suli Olier Guerrera for Lincoln Sudbury.
Hopefully that's true. We're going off the program here. For Belmont, we're pretty confident about the numbers and the names. Apologies if we get names wrong for Lincoln Sudbury.
So that makes the score 10-5. With the opportunity for the conversion here. Little chip kick is good. So it's 10-7, and this contest has tightened considerably, David. Be very important for Belmont to come right back here, put pressure on this kick.
Yep. Taking on some water here. In actual fact, both teams are. The refs, it's about halfway through this half, so the ref, I think, has stopped to watch, allowing everybody to get some water.
So important. It's very hot down on the field. It's artificial turf, also tends to reflect a lot of heat.
So there was interesting. In some senses, that ball went to ground, but went backwards. It's enough to throw a defensive team off. Sometimes you find, sometimes the best plays are their own mistakes. Sometimes, right? So everybody stopped. Lincoln Sudbury recovered the ball and then had a 3 versus 2 overlap.
And had the momentum and the overload.
Yep. I wonder if you could ever manufacture missteps in order to give yourself an advantage. Pretty risky.
No, I think that's risky. But what you can do is really learn to be opportunistic and take, understand what's happening on the field. Yep. And that's where the high IQ of these two teams really comes into play. Understanding, awareness, and opportunity. There's a nice kick. Can't get handled by LS, and Belmont covers well. LS runs to the short side of the field, drives ahead, goes to ground and presents. There the ball comes out.
It's forwards out here for LS.
And again, LS looking to crash the ball, but met well there by Belmont. Good line speed coming up on the ball. Couple of missed tackles there by Belmont, but eventually brought down.
Nicely up there.
And Savannah Nesbitt, the number 3 for LS, bringing the ball strongly ahead, spinning out again.
Nicely caught there. Dangers all over the field in this Lincoln Sudbury team.
Whistle there. I think there might have been hands in or a knock on. I'm not sure what she's going to call it here.
I think the ref was. Yes. Okay. I thought that if anything that would have been to Lincoln Sudbury. I'm pretty sure it went forward off a Belmont play.
I agree. So a knock on, and we'll play the scrum down to LS at the 45 on the Belmont side of the field. Really shows the evenness of these teams that the game's been played primarily between the 35s here with a couple of breakaway runs. And LS gets the ball, spins it out. The 15 coming through. Gets the ball out.
Good tackle there, number 12, Heather.
Again, good line speed coming up by Belmont. And the strong.
Oh, and the bubbles come back to Belmont.
The ball comes back. Hannah carries, sets the ball well. Belmont controls and resets their line. Out to the...
May have some space. Good tackle out on the wing.
And Belmont crashing the ball ahead. Trying to work some phases out here to the middle of the field, and they do. Spinning the ball out. Oh, had the overload, but couldn't get that. And again, setting up the crash.
Natalie Hill crashing the ball in there. Again, set up well by Belmont. A little static.
Yes. There's a nice kick. Oh, unlucky bounce. Taken by LS. And LS.
No. What was an excellent kick.
Yes.
If anything, if the ball had bounced the other way. Go over, go over, go over.
That's well tackled.
That's again, I think Amanda Hanley. Okay, so he's playing advantage at the moment to so in actual fact our excellent tickle may have been coming through. Offsides.
And Be a penalty to LS here at the 40.
That's great thinking though. You were talking about quickness of thought. It's right in the middle of the park. Lincoln didn't manage to make touch last time. Pretty difficult kick, so now they're going to run the ball.
So as soon as she taps this ball with her foot, the ball's in.
Good tackle.
And well tackled there.
There we go.
Lincoln Sudbury moving the ball well down the line.
Nice. Standing on her feet. Yeah.
And
not releasing the ball.
not releasing. Belmont with a break there. And again, finding touch with a beautiful kick. Giving Belmont the line out at about the 42. Playing in now.
I think, so one thing to say about today's field, it does look bigger than the home field.
Yes.
This is actually laid out, or at least different lines are used at the home field at Harris Field, so we've got at least maybe five yards on each wing at the moment.
Much wider.
So Belmont with the put in. This half's gone quickly, Peter. Gosh.
Yeah.
That is
Nice.
not straight.
It's not straight, but it's not. Oh, it is called. There it is. And LS will have the choice here. And they'll choose the scrum.
We haven't seen many non-straight during the season, so I think that perhaps the wind is stronger down there.
Could be.
Perhaps. So scrummage to Lincoln Sudbury.
Of course, the Belmont girls playing to defend their title this year. They've won the past 2 years in a row, but they don't take anything for granted.
Knocked on there. Lincoln Sudbury. Yes, and the final indeed last year against these two teams. A very closely fought title. Again, I don't think there was even any score in the second half of that game last year, so close. So Belmont, ideal attacking opportunity here, right in the middle of the park. On about the 25 or 30
Lined
yard
up
line.
on the left, but it wouldn't surprise me if they swung around here. Let's see what they've got. And the
Scrum
scrum
not set properly.
collapsed a little bit, so the ref will bring it up, and we'll try it again, I believe. Referees, of course, at all levels of rugby, extremely careful around the scrum, knowing that it's when it collapses in on itself can be a dangerous situation. So they take it slow, make sure everybody's set and that things are stable. And the ball comes to Belmont. Belmont running strong, cuts inside.
Good. Well recovered by Belmont there. Gosh,
Beautiful.
that was
And one more pass. Heather with a nice
over the ball.
break, but poached there by LS. And taken to the outside by the number 3, who dumps it to the 11, who's coming around the corner. And LS is up the field in no time. And again, picked by LS, driven forward. And the ball comes out to the LS backs, who spin it wide quickly. Good tackle.
Eliza again. Gosh.
Beautiful tackling. But LS moving the ball steadily.
Nicely ripped down.
That's it, poached by Belmont.
That was great play.
I think that's Amanda Hanley in there.
What a game Amanda's having. at the
Beautiful.
moment.
Spun out by Grace. Good ball handling
Taken in
by
by Gabby.
Belmont.
Okay,
Good
so
ruck,
that's still
penalty advantage. And the ball goes wide to Belmont. One more pass on the outside.
great tackle. Great play, my gosh.
And good phases here by
Great
Belmont.
pick up by Becca Anderson. Right at her toes. Really difficult ball to pick up.
Yes. Belmont spinning out with the overload. One more.
Go.
And some room to run here.
Good tackle.
Again, Amanda Hanley with the ball.
Lovely
beautifully.
Grace.
Grace, great hands.
That's a prop.
Great hands for the prop.
Exactly.
That's what they always said about me.
I'm sure.
Great.
Come on, Belmont.
Sadie with the break. Hannah to the outside. Oh.
Audible cry there from the audience, the crowd as well as the commentators. Ref was much
I think it
closer
was
to
a sigh of relief from the Lincoln Sudbury fans, and
ref certainly much closer to it than we were.
yes.
One thing that was obvious by those phases of play, just how tired everybody is.
Yes. So we're
Just maybe 5 minutes to go back. So I'm not sure if the clock's been reset yet.
no, I don't think it's been reset. So we're about 30 minutes in here, and
Thanks.
and again the scrum a little unstable, so we'll bring it out and do it again.
Lincoln Sudbury with the put in.
Beautiful low scrum by both sides.
Free kick. Free kick.
Somebody must have played the ball.
Somebody must have played the ball.
Yes.
Again,
Here we go. Belmont
going to
kick and gonna tap and go or go for points.
I know what I would do, but
Tap and go. There it is.
Grace.
To Grace. Ball comes out. Maddie driving forward. Beautiful.
Ball stolen by Lincoln Sudbury. It must have been forward.
Claire falls on it.
Nicely.
Presented back.
Great. Go.
And Belmont carrying forward. Looked like it was knocked on there by Belmont as it went to ground.
Yeah, the ref
So
has
she's playing the
has her arm up.
advantage for the
Okay, so it's
scrum.
gonna be a scrum back.
Yeah.
Ball knocked on.
Well,
Looks like these two sets of players are pretty shot. I should think we'll be seeing
seeing some substitutions.
substitutions, I would think, in the second half, perhaps. So the ball put in here to Lincoln Sudbury.
Struck
Lincoln
well.
Sudbury with the ball.
LS, and the ball's out. Skip pass, and to the outside. She's dangerous, but covered well by Belmont.
Yes.
Gabby there, Captain Gabby, coached by Belmont, and around the outside. Good support by Belmont, rucked well, and the face comes back the other way.
Belmont knee players there. It's okay, it's a penalty here to Belmont. Penalty.
And Belmont going to look to take it quickly here. Gabby quickly to the line. And she's going to kick for touch. So it'll be Belmont line out. Right down around the
About the
7 or
10-meter
8.
line, probably.
Yeah.
So a pretty important line out here.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Belmont try to maul this ball in.
Yes, I think they've got to set and run at least for make some yardage. So wide this field though, Peter.
Overthrown, and LS cleans up. Lincoln Sudbury picks up the ball, drives out to about the 18. Pop kick up and under.
Nice catch.
There's Claire, but cleaning beautifully, but tackled well.
By Claire.
Great catch by Claire.
Oh, that's good counter rocking there by Lincoln Sudbury. Gosh.
Gabby manages to offload.
And there's that girl again. Amanda Hanley with the ball.
Who's had so many great touches. One nice pass out. There's Claire on the outside. Unfortunately, it knocks the ball forward. And we'll come back for the scrum here. Knocked on by Belmont. Scrum down to LS. And Belmont crowd urging the girls on.
If only we had the ball.
Details.
Lincoln Sudbury put in here. Anything's possible.
One by LS. Oh, well tackled. The flank came around, really made a quick hit.
On your knees. That's a penalty
Can't
to
play
Belmont.
on your knees. Got to stay on your feet.
Okay, so it's a redo.
And
I think it's a redo. Nope.
we're gonna
Try to
kick.
keep the ball alive. If this ball was kicked out, then you could still take the line out. But
Yes.
the rest now looks like
No,
she's
but tap and go here.
Natalie Hill taking the ball into contact. That ball might be snuffed out by Lincoln Sudbury, but Sadie. Nope,
Oh, lost to LS. Belmont rucks well, cleans it up, gets it to the outside. They have players.
Yes.
Anna O'Terry on the outside, and beautiful ball movement by the Belmont back line. Let the ball do the work. Get it out to the wing and let them score.
Wow. That was great. What a ding-dong battle. Gosh. Ball going backwards and forwards here, mainly in the LS half. Belmont are leaving terribly difficult kicks for the kicker, Johanna. 17-15, 15-7.
15-7, thank you.
So that puts some daylight between the two teams again now. That's a converted try, at least, for Lincoln Sudbury would not put them past Belmont's score. This for the two.
Well struck.
No,
Wide right.
Nope.
Too bad.
unlucky. And that's the half. What a half, Peter.
Beautiful half of rugby. Back and forth. Good momentum swings. And the score the way we like it. Belmont 15. Lincoln Sudbury 7. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh.
And we're back for the second half of the MIAA Girls Varsity Final Championship game in rugby. As you were saying, David, very close first half.
Very close. Belmont just over a score ahead now, 15-7. Lincoln Sudbury with the kick. A little bit of rain in the air. I'm not sure. I'm pretty convinced that wind has picked up, which might be a factor. And the little bit of wind came off her body, but that's probably fair enough.
Oh, knocked on by Belmont on the kick.
If it hits your chest, I think that is still a knock-on.
Anything above the waist.
Yeah.
So we'll play scrum down to LS at the 25.
Given some of what we've seen from LS's players, speed and strength, this is a dangerous position.
Indeed.
For Belmont. Just on the 25-yard line. That ball out
Belmont
now.
out to the short side of the field. Number 8, missed tackle by Belmont, but finally taken there. Ball out to LS, pick and go. And they spin it out to their back line. They have an overload on the outside. to the 15 and beautifully covered by Belmont. And Belmont takes the LS player into touch.
That was great.
But again, I think Amanda Hanley on that cover on the far side.
Yeah, but Anna there, you probably see this, particularly for those of you that rewind this, she actually made 2 tackles there. So she tackled the ball carrier, managed to get up, the ball carrier offloaded, and she got up to then tackle the player who just received the ball. So Belmont with the throw here, and that is safe.
And they spin it out and get the kick away.
Good kick.
Beautiful kick, which rolls off into touch. Well done to get to the line quickly by Belmont. And it'll be LS throw in at the 45.
I gave the touch judge there a little bit of a run there. 45 yards there for that gentleman to run. I think Lincoln Sudbury could have put that ball anywhere, but they have the put in. Great kick by Gab. We saw that in the first half.
Yeah.
And, I thought
almost stolen. And LS with the ball out to their back line. Sends their 8 crashing through. One person to beat. She doesn't offloaded. LS offloading 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that was great play.
But the line reset here, and Belmont up quickly. LS mauling the ball, which finally goes to ground. Belmont under pressure now.
Yes.
LS team looking for the outside corner. LS pounding the ball ahead. And knocked on. So we'll scrum to Belmont. But that's twice LS has been knocking on the door already in this half, and Belmont defending pretty well.
For sure, Belmont getting numbers back there. Looking a bit dicey there. Last ditch tackle, I think Claire Martin
had that, yes.
got her player. Number 8 for Lincoln Sudbury looks very impressive. You were saying earlier, Peter, it's just great to watch how quick these girls are at thinking. Both of them, the fact that we're talking about mauls as well as rucks, and they know when to do a maul instead of a ruck. It's great. Great kick there from Gabby.
Oh, over the head of the 15 from LS. Covered well there by Belmont and tackled well. Looks like Belmont might have won this.
I think they did. Yep. But, yeah.
That's it.
So I think she's doing that for I think again we spoke about in the first half that the fullback couldn't really give up the ball there.
Yeah, playing on the ground. And a good touch finder. So it'll be Belmont line out at about the 44.
So the first foray really for Belmont into the LS half here. Shortened line out, just 4. Looking for a good throw.
Stolen there by LS.
They read that pretty well.
They did. And LS mishandles that one. Good pressure on the number 10 by Belmont.
I think that's... So the ref was playing advantage. That's a knock on against Belmont. So
scrum down, LS ball. Some heart-pounding action. 5 minutes gone in the second half.
Yes, I've gone pretty quiet actually, Peter. Sorry for that.
Hard to speak when your heart's in your throat.
There's a lot to watch.
Yeah, and LS. Oh, the number 12 finds space.
She's had a couple of good runs.
Yep. And again. Savannah Nesbitt, the number 3 for LS, carrying the ball strongly forward, but poached there. Nice pass to the outside. And she's away, but tackled well there. Anna O'Terry. Beautiful run.
That was a great run. So Sadie Cabral there stole the ball.
And Belmont resets the line.
Get the ball.
Grace crashing ahead. And the ball comes out to the line. They're going to look to get it wide. Little dummy pass there. Gains a few extra meters. And the ball comes out again. Goes backwards. No knock on. Cleaned well by Belmont. Grace handles well.
Nice.
Yes. Beautiful. Becca. Strong. Driving ahead. Penalty advantage for Belmont.
Offside, presumably against Lincoln Sudbury.
They go quick and score the try.
Gabby, pretty sure it was Gabby Viali.
Beautiful try. Catching LS on their heels. A quick take by Gabby Viali. And bowls in for the try.
Slightly easier kick this time for Joanna.
Finally,
she'll be saying. 4 scores here, still, and yes, just the 5 apiece for them so far. So that was great. The first foray into Lincoln Sudbury half there for Belmont. Off that initial break around the halfway line, can trace that back all the way to that stolen ball by Sadie.
Yep.
Great support play.
Great
Anna
support play.
taking the ball on.
There's the kick. And it's good. And that makes
22 to Belmont and 7 to Lincoln Sudbury. We mentioned about subs being important. I'm not sure either team has made a substitution yet. Just 26 minutes left. That first 10 minutes of this half gone very quickly, at least for me.
And LS with several opportunities in those first minutes, but the Belmont defense bending, not breaking, and coming up with the score. Gabby Viali, beautiful try, opportunistic try, going quick off the penalty. Gabby racking up her state championship tries. She had all the tries in last year's championship. LS again taking the ball on the pick and go off the ruck, cleanly rucked. And again, LS looking to pound the ball close in. But Belmont meeting them well. Manages to spin it out. Tackle beautifully there.
That was great. She's done that several times today, Eliza.
And again, the penalty for playing off the ground, I think. Not releasing.
It looks like a scrummage, I think it went forward. I think
it's a scrum. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, just a scrummage. Scrummage to Belmont.
Looks like it'll be scrum to Belmont.
Knock on
and
there.
Looks like Lincoln Sudbury does have a couple of
substitutes. Yes, we see number 17 on the field.
Number 17 and number 20. Unfortunately, I don't have names. Oh, Belmont trying to find touch there, and they do. So it'll be a line out to LS right around just outside the Belmont 22. See if we can steal this one.
Great opportunity to watch this one at home here. Line out just in front of us.
Belmont with a good lift. Oh, but ripped away by LS. Through a lot of pressure on the ball by Belmont, but LS gets the ball out. Covered well there.
Oh.
And offloaded to the streaking number 13, who's upended. It's a great tackle by Belmont. Try-saving tackle.
Yeah.
And LS comes away with it. Number 10 met hard.
Wow. That was a great tackle. Gosh.
Great hit.
Who was that? And the ball now lost in the tackle. That's Belmont ball.
Belmont recovers.
That was a great tackle.
Knocked on by LS, and we'll come back and scrum to Belmont. Great tackling, great field coverage, and defensive shift to cover the whole field.
The touch judge has a comment to say here, but we'll see what transpires. Seen something that perhaps the referee didn't. They'll just have a quick discussion about it. But no change. Scrum down. Another substitution for Lincoln Sudbury, so I think the number 3, one of the props going off. I think that's the pair of props now off. 1 and 3 by the look of it.
Savannah Nesbitt, who's run very hard, had a very good game for Lincoln Sudbury. And
so some great cover. Peter, you were right talking about that coverage. I mean, it's play by Belmont both on the wings and as covering tackles have been fantastic. And then also, with 3 potential try-scoring opportunities for Lincoln Sudbury, all snuffed out in the middle with a spilt ball, often from the... That's another great kick.
Great kick. Gets a great bounce all the way back to the 30. And covered well by Belmont.
And knocked on. So, oh gosh, that was
Anna Terry again covering the whole field on that kick.
My gosh.
Just absolutely blistering speed to get down there and put the pressure on, which forces the knock. And we'll have a scrum to Belmont at the 42. Playing in now.
So Belmont again able to clear their lines. Great kick by Gabby. Sadie Cabral with the put in here. And that ball luckily came back.
Struck well. Skip pass and to the outside. Handled.
Great tackle.
Great tackle. Rucked beautifully by Belmont. And
Nice
again.
People play it. Tide plays out there, Peter.
Yes.
The number.
Natalie Hill with a strong run into contact. Spun out.
Maddie taking the ball up.
And there's a nice kick.
She carried it over.
She carried it over, so it'll be a 5-meter scrum to Belmont. Oh, dangerous.
Yeah.
That maybe lost her concentration there about what was going on.
She's impressed today, the fullback, number 15. I don't know if you give a shout out to her. She's been put under a lot of pressure today.
Looks like Emma Griffith.
Played pretty well. I mean, probably
played
again,
very well. Yes.
Not had too many kicks over probably during the season, and today having to cope with them as she's done pretty well. That, as Peter, you said, back in the day, that was perfectly. That wouldn't have been acceptable. There's always been
always been a 5-meter scrum if you carry it back into your own try zone. So Belmont with the put in here at the 5. Ball carried forward directly from the 8. Oh, good hands. Spun out wide. Claire
Martin nearly over. Yes, she's gone over.
Nope, she's not yet. There it is.
Yes. I think she's probably got to be over, but anyway, it's a scrummage.
Yeah, she's calling it back. Not sure why.
Scrum here to... I'm not sure to who. That That's very strange.
Well, I thought
It must only be
I
to
thought
Belmont.
for sure Maddie had that scored there. But again, the refs are closer than we are, and saw something we didn't. So we'll take a quick water break here. About halfway through the second half.
Some of the crowd here, anxious parents,
Yes.
wondering what's going on. Overall, rugby knowledge increasing in all these towns, I think.
Oh, for sure. The level of play, it just gets better and better. And you know, it's interesting is that a lot of the coaches get together. We talk strategy together. There's a lot of cooperation. Of course, there's a lot of competition, but there's a lot of cooperation just to play good rugby,
Yeah.
and to elevate the level of play among everybody, because it's just more fun. It's more fun to play. It's more fun to watch. And boy, the coaches who put in hours and hours of time.
So the ref actually, absolutely, Peter. Sorry, I shouldn't have.
No, it's okay.
This is curious.
No, please,
I
cut
saw
me
the
off.
ref giving a. I mean, of course, you mean it across the teams as well, right? Across
Absolutely.
the
No,
towns.
I mean the whole, everybody across the state.
And these two teams in particular know each other very well from even pre-season.
Absolutely. So here we go, back to play, and
Okay, so the ref explaining also to a couple of bemused players here, but it is the put into Belmont. Belmont lined up just on the right here, but the ball right in the middle of the field. I have to hope they're going left. Peter.
yeah, I would agree with that. I would expect a 8. I would expect Samantha to pick this ball and go left, and we'll see what happens here. Now, wheels to the right and goes the other direction. Spin out to Belmont. Mishandled there. Cleaned up. Good groundwork. Taken forward. There's Becca.
Anderson.
Almost counter ruck there, but Belmont holds it.
There's got to be a tackle off the ball there, but
Again, Belmont putting some phases together, knocking on the door. Spun out wide. One more pass. And
this field being this wide has really
it
helped.
really is.
Okay, I thought that was a whistle, but no.
Nope. There comes
Natalie
Belmont
Hill taking
again.
the ball. She does a lot of work. Offside
so-
here. High tackle, perhaps, I think.
So penalty to Belmont.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing here. I think they're using their noodle, actually,
Yep.
and not. They may as well take a few seconds off the clock here. They're effectively at least 2 scores up.
And they're going to go for the line out. So a
That's a
kick for
great
touch, and it'll be Belmont line out at about the
Coming back to the 5 meter, 5-yard line. So, folks, at home, 22 to Belmont, 7 to Lincoln Sudbury. So that is it's more than 2 scores now, right? Is my math right? Yes. That's 15
your math is right.
Just about 15 minutes to go here.
Belmont brings it down, and there's the maul. Driving the ball forward, driving the ball forward. Now they're over the line, and
Try.
they score the try off the maul. A beautiful forward try by Belmont. Controlling the line out, bringing the ball down cleanly, and getting the drive on Lincoln Sudbury right over the try line.
That was great. And,
Easy peasy.
Just the fact that they know absolutely and resolutely what to do in that phase of the field and execute it so well is just testament both to the coaching and again something they don't normally have this much opposition against. Belmont with a great rolling ball. I didn't see, did they put extra players into that ball? I didn't see if anybody other than the front 8.
I think it was just the 8, but I lose count.
Right, I'm beginning to breathe a little bit, Peter.
Yes.
It's now 27 to 7. Joanna
And
left.
another tough kick.
Exactly.
And it's going to be short. So the score at 20 minutes in is Belmont 27, Lincoln Sudbury 7.
It is, and these are all being really tough kicks. It just shows you how important getting the ball close to the post when you try, because it quickly racks up. That's another 10 points back, on the table. But it's 27-7. Lincoln Sudbury with the kick. Nice
handled cleanly that time. That's the way you want to run, straight ahead. And again, Belmont right into contact.
So often the go-to player just standing off. It's amazing. Nice.
Beautiful kick, beautiful kick. Saw that space. And into touch. So it'll be line out to Lincoln Sudbury at about the 40.
Gabby noticing the space. We've been impressed with her kicking all day today. But,
tremendous awareness.
Space.
There's the throw.
Yeah, just
a little bit of confusion about the who's in the line and who's not here.
Well, it's actually a sub came on, Peter. So
I see.
The player who was coming on was subbing the thrower, and so that's number 2, the
MIAA Pizarro. And LS wins that line. Cuts back in, strong run by the center. Playing a penalty advantage for the high tackle against Belmont. And LS now with the driving ball right down the field.
Should be over.
Advantage should be done,
doing extremely well there.
Yes.
What a great
beautiful
shot.
Momentum. Nice hit. LS with the line break and in for the score.
That's number 12, the one of the centers. She's also had an impressive game today.
Very.
Let's face it, there's 30 players plus any subs who've had impressive games today. Well worked try there, Lincoln Sudbury.
Beautiful, all set up by that beautiful maul. Great awareness for everybody to get bound in and to keep that ball moving down the field the way they did.
And then eventually it was just a numbers game, and they ended up with 2 or 3 players outside and ran in a great try.
Set it down right between the posts, so a little chip kick here for the number 10, Emma Spector.
And that
goes through.
Gone over. Yep. So that's made things interesting. There's still a 15-point gap, actually. Oh no, there's not now.
13.
So 14 points, 2 converted tries for Lincoln Sudbury would see them edge ahead of Belmont. 10 minutes left on the clock.
Let's go, LS!
Belmont will kick here.
So just when I was beginning to breathe again, Peter.
Things tighten up again.
A couple of subs on for Belmont. Margot looks like she's on. Number 17.
And, I believe that's Nicole Buffano, who's a freshman, playing her first year of rugby, and really impressive. Again, LS running hard, making the gain line and then some. And then spinning the ball wide. Again, Belmont tracking the ball well. Offloaded there by LS.
I think it could be coming back here. Oh, penalty, yeah. So not sure what that was.
Not sure what that was, but penalty to LS, and they'll kick for touch.
So
Nice kick by LS, gives them the line out down around the
22
16?
meters, 16, yes, actually. LS really seem to have the bit between their teeth at the moment.
Yeah, the momentum has swung here.
Yeah. Started strongly in the second half, as often happens when you're trailing, but Belmont managed to snuff out anything dangerous near their line. Scored a couple more tries, but now LS really coming back. LS with the throw. Doesn't matter what I think. It looks like.
LS keeping the ball in the forwards, moving it ahead, crashing ahead, right on the line. Belmont defense coming up strong.
That might be over. Yes.
So Lincoln Sudbury,
Yeah.
closing the gap here. And that try makes it 27-19 with the conversion still to come.
There's one consolation for the Belmont crew, that this is a tough kick. So,
and that's going to be
unfortunately.
off to the right. So it's
27-19.
an 8-point game here with about 7.5 minutes left to play.
But Belmont shouldn't be too pessimistic. Still winning, 8 points up. Hopefully they can string some plays together.
And that Belmont crowd again coming to life, knowing that the girls need a big push here to maintain the lead and take home yet another state championship. A nice high kick right at 10-meter mark, well covered by Belmont. Good tackle. LS takes it clean, runs to the short side of the field. Rucked well by Belmont, steals the ball, swings it out, and they go wide. Cuts back inside. Counter ruck there by LS, but the Belmont.
These go through the phases at this point, right, Peter?
Yes,
I'm
I mean,
sure
let's try
that's what
to
the coach
run.
is mentally trying to impart on her students, on her players. Just go through the phases.
That's it. Get good clean ball, recycle the ball.
Player is offside. That's another freshman on the field.
Sadie with a break. High pass, but it gets to the outside. There's Sammy. Takes the ball into contact.
There's lots of players out here.
Out wide, one more pass. Gets to the...
Good tackle again.
Sneaks it to the short side of the field. Good groundwork. Counter ruck there by LS.
No, coming from offside position.
Offsides there.
Oh, it's already given against.
Yeah, but
against.
LS has already...
It's pretty difficult for my old eyes to see all the way across that field.
So Belmont with the penalty.
So I think there's a player down at the moment.
Yeah, taking a minute here.
I'm not sure what the hold-up
Heather
is.
Sorensen. Looks like she's all right. She's back up.
Okay.
And
So I assume this is going to be a kick. It's a penalty here.
yeah,
I know what I would do. But
kick for touch.
for
and
touch.
then maybe we'll see that maul again.
they're not doing it.
Oh no, they're not. They're going to spin it out wide. Oh, Grace. And again, to Gabby.
Becca Anderson with
Becca.
the charge.
Taken strongly ahead. Rucked well by Belmont. Control of the ball. Bobbled there in the ruck. Taken straight ahead.
Penalty again. It was someone was holding, tackling before the ball actually.
Had come out.
Oh my God, another chance here, Peter.
And here we go with the same play. They're gonna give it to Grace. Spins it wide to Becca. To Sammy. Counter rucked.
Penalty against.
Offside.
I did look quickly and get to the coaches. One thing we were missing out, of course, is the opportunity to take the kick.
Yes.
But anyway, that moment is gone. Still 3 minutes left on the clock. If this clock is right, it's probably a little bit extra than that.
Lincoln Sudbury choosing to run the ball out, try to get a little space, perhaps to get their kicking game engaged, but they run it again. Breaks a tackle. Knock on by Belmont coming back, so we'll scrum down with Lincoln Sudbury ball.
Yep.
Two and a half minutes left here in the girls' state championship game. Belmont holding to a 1-point advantage, and Grace Christensen goes off. And Michaela Mazzoni comes on for Belmont.
Yep. So
Grace had a tremendous game.
We also got number.
High kick by LS. Claire covers well. Takes a couple of steps, sets the ball. Belmont hard into contact. And Belmont's going to try and keep it close here, I think.
There's the ball.
Oh, the ball's picked up by LS. Lincoln Sudbury driving ahead. Ball goes to ground.
Coming back on Lincoln's side.
LS with the ball out to their back.
Great tackle there. 24 is on as well for Belmont. That's Helen Feldhaus, I think, number 24. Oh, beautiful offload by Lincoln Sudbury. Yeah, they definitely have a game plan. We've seen it all game. There's just a minute left, but they're doing extremely well.
Lincoln Sudbury with the overload on the outside, but they can't get the ball there.
Good tackle by Maddie. She's put a lot of work in around the park today.
Oh, good line speed by Belmont.
The moment that
half a minute
Sudbury
left.
Player is held up.
Ball held up. Finally to ground, and we'll play scrum to Belmont. And another substitution. Number 8.
Number 8 is going up. What a great game she's had as well, number 8.
Kareen Horton.
She's had an excellent game as well.
And the final seconds have ticked off the clock. No time showing. Belmont scrum. But we all know it's not over till it's over.
Good kick again.
Downfield, but it does not find touch, so we're going to keep playing here, folks. LS strongly ahead. Rucked. Held up there by Belmont. Ball comes out for LS. Good hit by Gabby. But again, the drive from Lincoln Sudbury. Ball goes to ground. And they spin it out. They find the outside. The number 14 for Lincoln Sudbury is going to score the try with no time left on the clock.
So, great score there from Lincoln Sudbury.
Makes it 27-24.
With a conversion to come. Yes, it's interesting there though, Peter. There's no time on the clock left, but interesting that there's a kickoff to happen where Belmont have to kick the ball back to Lincoln Sudbury.
Yes. And until that ball goes out of bounds, I believe we're still in play.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what the clock says at the moment.
The water breaks come off the clock.
So we have
the end of the game.
1-point game, but we were wrong. That's the end of the game. That kick does it. Thank goodness we were wrong on that one, David. And the Belmont girls are again state champions in varsity rugby for the 3rd consecutive year. Absolutely jubilant.
27 to 20.
Could not have been closer. Belmont 27, Lincoln Sudbury 26, and their celebration on the field. Stay tuned, everyone, because the boys varsity championship game is coming up next. Thank you to Jeremy, to all our friends at Belmont Media, and to the entire staff of Belmont Athletics. And we'll see you in a few minutes for the boys game.
Bye-bye.
Will the coaches and captains of Belmont please come forward to accept your championship trophy? Congratulations to both schools on an amazing season.